All right, welcome into 5 Reasons to Bet here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick or at 5 Reasons Sports. We've got our guy J-Rod. You can follow him at J-Rod Show. We're sponsored, as always, by our friends over at BetUS. Make sure you're using that code word 5, F-I-V-E, when you sign up, because then you'll get that 125% bonus. It's a great platform. They do the live betting there. They do everything there. Pretty much every sport, every prop that you can imagine is on the BetUS site. You get your money quickly. They don't make you go through a ton of rollovers after the bonus. So make sure you use that code FIVE at betus.com. This is a Monday night football edition. Interesting game tonight. AFC, I don't think anybody anticipated the Ravens would be jumping to the top of the fray here early in the season, particularly after all the injuries that they suffered in camp. The Bills, though, for a lot of people, still one of the two prohibitive favorites, along with the Chiefs, provided the Chiefs are getting their act together. And the Titans are interesting. I don't know how far Ryan Tannehill can take them, but it seems like this is the kind of game, Jim, that the Titans need to win if they're going to consider themselves to be a factor in the AFC.
Yeah, exactly. And I look at this from the Buffalo perspective because the Bills, the schedule maker, didn't give Buffalo any favors. I mean, back-to-back road games in prime time at Kansas City and in Tennessee. It's a tough one. Listen, Bills are 4-1, but I think we are now learning that the AFC East is the AFC least. I mean, I think 9 wins and you're running away with that division. The Bills sitting atop at 4-1. You've got the Jets, the Patriots, and the Patriots and Dolphins.
Don't even mention the name of the local team.
You add up all their wins. It's 4 wins, the same as the Bills. So they are running away and hiding from this thing. I think this is a classic letdown game for Buffalo. They went to Kansas City. They lost in the championship game to them. They thumped the Chiefs. All of a sudden, they look up. Oh my God, we've got Derrick Henry and his stiff arm from hell in Tennessee. So I like the Titans in this. Now, I got up early this morning, betus.com, and I got Tennessee plus 6.5. It's now down to plus 6. I would go as far low as plus 5.5, and I would like Tennessee in this game. Bill's got a great defense. Tennessee gives up some points. They don't exactly bring a lot of pressure, but Josh Allen hasn't been as accurate as he has been in the past. And Mike Vrabel, as head coach of the Titans, as a home dog, 72% of the time he covers the number. 13-5 at home against the spread as a home dog. I like Tennessee getting the 6.5. I like them getting the 6. And I see a letdown game here for the Bills.
All right, we're going to get a word from Booze Bandage here, and then I've got a question to ask you about the NFL in general.
Okay.
All right, if you don't believe that I use these, you can still sort of faintly see here a little bit of a remnants of it from the other night. It's on there somewhere. It's up there on my arm. Next time I'll find a place with a little less hair.
It saves my life in Vegas every time. Every time it saves my life in Vegas. So.
All right, so boozebandage.com. Use that code 5RSN. I have a general NFL question for you, but before we do, you have a particular pick on the over tonight.
Yeah, when I saw the number, it was 53.5, Bills and Titans. That feels a little too plump to me. What I really like, I like the first half. First half over is 27. I think that's a very doable number for both Buffalo and Tennessee. I think we're going to see points. I don't think we're going to get quite to 53.5. So I like the over combined teams, 27 in the first half. And also, here's a little nugget. If you see Dawson Knox, who is Dawson Knox? He's the tight end of the Bills. He's a Tennessee native, so it's a homecoming for him. He's got 5 touchdowns this year already as a tight end. The Bills' record for a tight end in a season is 6, so he could be a good touchdown prop tonight in Nashville.
All right, general NFL question that I have for you. When you start to see team seasons fall apart, as we've seen with the Dolphins now, does it make you more inclined? Right. Well, you couldn't even remember their name, which I don't blame you. Does it make you more inclined to push against them? Like, I mean, we were looking at the line. I mean, it's only 1 point between them and the Falcons this weekend, which is a little bit of a surprise. Everybody would say, well, they're going to fight for their coach's job. They didn't do that in Jacksonville against Jacksonville in London. Why would they do this now? It feels like to me when teams start to crater a little bit, then you see more injuries, more guys sitting out with nagging stuff. And things get worse, right? Isn't that more the trend than a team rallying?
You know, it all depends on how much they really endured to that coach. Because maybe it's not the coach. Maybe it's the general manager. Remember how the season started with the whole Xavier Howard fiasco? Yeah. To me, that's not on Brian Flores necessarily. That's on Chris Greer. That's the player saying, this guy, this GM, doesn't got our back. So maybe we're going to play for our coach, but we don't want the GM. I look at it like this. When I bet a game like that, the reason why I took the Jags +3 was simply put, even with Tua, all they could muster was 20 points. So I figured, are the Jaguars good for more than 20 points with no Xavier Howard, even against that Dolphins defense? And we went with that. Are the Falcons, can the Falcons outscore the Dolphins? I think they can. Now, it's still the Falcons, and all sorts of nonsense that could happen, because it's Atlanta, and I'm hoping that for my Dodgers down 2-0 in the NLCS. But anyway, I would stay away from totals, over-unders, because that's kind of freaky. You could say the Sun, the Heat, Atlanta dome team. That's too much to me. Atlanta -1, I'll take that all day because I just think Atlanta will score more points. And if that's the case, go with the money line at that point because you'll get a better number.
I'm with you. I also just think psychologically, I think this Dolphins team is going to quit here soon. It just appears that's the direction they're going. All right, but tonight though, again. Take Tennessee +6.5, even all the way up to +5, and take the over of 27, which is currently is at BetUS in the first half. Bet it at betus.com. Use that code FIVE.
Let's get after it.